Hey, I'd like to share today what I think makes us very unhappy and where to turn our head in order to look at what is real and what can really make us happy. We expect in a relationship, we expect the other person to give us what we need most. What will make us happy. Some love, some recognition, some I don't know, a lot of things, and we become totally dependent on this person, which is a recipe for failure because this person is as ourselves. This person is a human person who needs um, love, recognition, who has his or her own problems, difficulties, limits, and so on. So it's first of all, it's totally unrealistic. Then it's obviously not something attractive at all. To some extent, it can feel good to feel we are needed, but if that's what links us to a person, it's not something very exciting. What makes us really a good relationship is some real values that we share together. Things that we really enjoy. Obviously, we are willing to help the other person, but that's not on that the relationship is based. For a good relationship, take a friendship relationship, for example. Um, what you can make do with the other person, limits, problems, difficulties. You can help this person if you feel you can. And you're not requiring at all that this person helps you when you need it at this moment for this reason and so on and so on, and that this person brings you everything you need most. Okay. You know that your friends are going to bring certain things, certain values. You're going to share certain things with them, and you take that, and I would say it's much more realistic relationship with friends. The problem is that when we're in a love relationship, or sometimes in a relationship where we're very I don't know, kind of a unique relationship where you're very attached to, you ask, you require of this relationship, this person in particular, to bring you a lot of things, and that becomes unrealistic. So first of all, that's not very attractive for the other person. Okay, then it's not realistic at all, and the problem is that we become completely dependent on one person. I just think of what is written in the Bible. Well, whether you are religious or not. I'm not religious, but more on a spiritual level, I would say it's very interesting. And it's written, ask and you shall receive. Okay, it's not. It's written this way, asking of ask, life, ask God if you believe in God or something like that. Ask, in a general way, not ask the person you love to give you everything you need. Ask and you shall receive, because in the world there is everything you need. There will be a person who will give you recognition when you need it. There will be and probably more than one. There will be a lot of persons that will give you love. There will be a lot of persons that will give you everything that you need, encouragement and so on. But don't ask this person to fill all your gaps, and your maybe the gaps that has most value for you. That's unrealistic. So I really believe we can find, and we are there to share all that we need and to find everything we need and much more than that in our life. But the fact is, I think that we have, in a way, we are protecting ourselves from others to some extent, and we don't open up correctly, really, truly, deeply, to others, and so we find very limited um, relationships with most of people, and we open up just to one person most of the time, the person we're in love with. That's why we find much more on this relationship, first of all, and then we expect to find everything because that's the only person most of the time that we have hopes to find everything, well, more, than usually. So that's not realistic, and that's when we think of it. The problem is that if we want to share big things, we have to open up and to give. If you want to share, your part is to give, and then the other person is going to give, what he or she wants, and that's where we can share something together. when we are expecting something, first of all, we're not giving, okay? And we are not only are we don't give, but also we don't recognize that this person has his or her limits too, and we're not supportive of this person, because we should, if we really love someone, take the example of a child. You love your child and you know how he or she is, and it's just fine. You just believe in this person and you bring this person everything you can, and this person is, this child has his or her limits too. That's not a problem. You're not expecting more than what he's or she's doing right now. You're just encouraging and believing that this child can do much more. Um, we should do the same kind of thing, to have the same kind of relationship with someone we truly love. That will be much more realistic and much more loving as a relationship. Um, we want love, but we're not even able to give love. And love starts like that, to recognize that this person has the same kind of problems and limits as ourselves, and is probably expecting a lot of ourselves too. Am I, trying to understand and to bring what I can to this person? Can I understand that this person has, his or her limits too, and is going to be attached to the outcome of this relationship too, and maybe expecting a lot of myself too. So I think we take a lot of things very personally because we don't understand the other person has his or her limits too. Uh, and we expect too much from the other person, which is unrealistic too. So what I suggest is we look at that clearly, and maybe we can become much more able to say, okay, it's like in friendship, okay, I know this person is like that, and it's just, it's not good or bad. I enjoy certain things I don't enjoy, but that's, the best this person can do at this moment. I can encourage this person to do better. I can try to bring what I can, and um, not take personally, um, the limits in these relationships. The best I can do, and that's a lot already, is to bring. What can I bring in this relationship? If I want something to be shared, my part is to bring it, to bring on the table what I want to share. Then the other person can bring things too or not. But at least if I bring my part, first of all, I did everything I could to share good things. And then this person in front of us will probably be much more likely to bring the same kind of thing, because we started to show, to open up and to show what we have to share. Um, I think the relationship should be based on that, and not on what can you give me, and I'm like depressed because the other person didn't bring me what I wanted, what I needed. It's not realistic, and I have control. Ask and you shall receive. Not ask this person to bring you everything. Give this person, because you need, this person needs at least as much as you. Okay, and open up to others. And the world is full of people who want to share with you good things. So that was my thought for today. I'm not really sure I've really conveyed what I wanted, but it's about uh, maybe not being attached to the outcome. Um, Instead of expecting, understand that the other person expects too, and that's not, realistic too. So, and make do with that, and don't get attached to the outcome, and bring love. If you want to share love, bring love, and whatever it is, like with a child, like with a good friend, take it what it is, and take the person as he or she is, and bring love, and that's very good. We are the source of our relationships and of our life. So if we don't find what we want in this person, it's not a problem either. We don't have to be resentful towards this person, as long as we understand we're just there to share what we want, and the person in front of us is doing the same thing, and that's it. And there are plenty of extremely good, great relationships around us. We just need to be willing to open up to more than one person. And I think that's much more realistic, and there is much more wealth in this kind of thought and relationships. Okay, hope that can help. Don't hesitate to bring your comments, and it's very deep, you know, thoughts and behavior to really change in order to really be happy and have great relationships, which I really believe is the core of our happiness. Okay, I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.